All right, let's talk about something that hits home for so many of us here in Indonesia. It's that feeling, you know the one. Your salary goes up, but you still feel like you're just scraping by. We're going to break down exactly why that happens and, way more importantly, how to actually get out of that cycle. I mean, does this question feel familiar, maybe a little too familiar? You see the numbers on your payslip get bigger, you might get that annual bonus, but that sense of being financially okay, it just never seems to show up. If you're nodding along right now, trust me, you are not the only one feeling this.
And the signs, well, they're always the same, aren't they? Your bank balance looks pretty sad by the end of the month. You kind of sort of have savings, but you couldn't really put a number on it. And then that sinking feeling when one unexpected thing, a flat tire, a wedding invitation, just completely wipes you out. Bonuses feel like they just pass through your account on their way to someone else.
Okay, so let's get into the why. It's so easy to just think, well, the problem is my salary is too low. But what our source material shows is that it's usually something deeper than that. There are 4 hidden money traps that are designed to keep you stuck no matter how much you earn. First up is what our source calls the UMR mindset. UMR, of course, is the regional minimum wage. But this isn't just about the number on your paycheck, it's a whole way of thinking that's completely stuck in survival mode.
This quote right here just says it all, doesn't it? As long as my salary is enough for this month. You see, when your only financial goal is to survive until the next payday, there's just no mental space left for planning for the future. And the result? Every single month is a hard reset back to zero, and every little surprise expense becomes a full-blown crisis.
The next trap, oh, this one is powerful, especially today. It's the constant pressure of lifestyle and image. It's that little voice telling you that you need to upgrade your phone, hang out at the cool new coffee shop, and generally just keep up.
And this leads to a really simple but really dangerous formula. Your salary goes up, but your lifestyle expenses go up right alongside it almost perfectly. Which means your savings stays at a big, fat zero. You're not actually getting any wealthier, you're just getting more expensive. Now this third trap is a really sensitive one because it's rooted in something amazing, taking care of your family. So many of us are the main breadwinners, sending money home, helping out relatives. But here's the tough part. Without clear, healthy boundaries, that generosity can accidentally turn into a financial black hole, where you're busy building everyone else's future, but you never get a chance to start your own.
And the final trap is one that is so common, it's almost invisible. It's simply not knowing your own numbers. We're talking about not knowing what you really spend each month, how much you actually need for an emergency fund, or even what a reasonable budget looks like for you.
And this quote is the result. I bet we've all said this. Wait, why is my money gone again? I swear I didn't even buy anything major. When your numbers are fuzzy, your money just seems to evaporate, and you're left feeling totally confused and frustrated.
Now, to see how this all works in the real world, let's look at a couple of profiles. First, think about a factory worker in a big city, earning minimum wage. After they pay for rent, food, transportation, and sending money back home to their family, what's left? Often, it's pretty close to nothing. These traps aren't just ideas, they are daily life.
Or what about an ojol driver? You might see those screenshots on social media of their daily income, and it looks huge, right? But once you start subtracting the real costs, the fuel, the constant maintenance, the payments on the bike itself, that actual take-home profit, the margin, can be razor thin.
And look, it's not just a low-income problem. Take a young office worker. They might be earning a pretty good salary, but if their lifestyle isn't being measured and they're making big decisions based on feelings instead of numbers, they can end up just as stuck, just as broke as anybody else.
So, we've seen the traps. But to really break free, we have to go one level deeper and look at the real enemies, the mindsets that keep us locked in that cycle.
The first enemy is the later mindset. This is that classic lie we love to tell ourselves. I'll start saving when I make more money. I'll get serious after I get that promotion. But the thing is, if you don't build the habit now, no amount of money will ever feel like enough to start.
Enemy number 2 is the installment illusion. In this world of pay later, everything, it is so easy to just look at the small monthly payment. But those small payments for your phone, your bike, your credit card, they all stack up. And before you know it, your finances are being quietly choked by the total weight of all that debt.
And the third enemy is one we face every single time we unlock our phones, social media comparison. You scroll through, you see everyone's perfect vacations and new gadgets, and you start to feel like you're falling behind. Suddenly, your financial goals aren't being set by you anymore. They're being set by an algorithm.
Okay, that all sounds pretty bleak, I know. But here's the most important part. It does not have to be this way. Recognizing these traps and mindsets is the hardest part. Now, let's talk about the way out. A real, practical path to go from just surviving to being truly stable.
The source material lays out 4 really clear steps. Number 1, you have to calculate your honest numbers. Actually sit down and write it all out. Number 2, you have to define what enough means for you, not for your Instagram feed. 3, you build a small but consistent margin. And 4, you shift your focus to upgrading yourself, your skills, not just your stuff.
And that third step, building a margin, is absolutely crucial. And look, we're not talking about saving half your income overnight. Start small, just 5 to 10% of what you take home. The magic isn't the amount, it's the habit. It's paying yourself first, moving that money into savings before you ever get a chance to spend it. That's how you build a real foundation. Ultimately, all of this, it's about so much more than spreadsheets and budgets. It's about completely redefining the entire goal of why we even go to work in the first place.
It's a huge shift in how you see things. It's about moving away from this draining cycle of working until you drop just to survive another month and moving toward a new vision, working with direction.
And this is what it's all about. This is the real goal. Working with a clear purpose so you can use the resources you have to live a wise life, to actually build a future, and to be in a position to be a blessing to the people you care about.
So we're going to leave you with the one question that is the true first step on this new path. It's not a number somebody else gives you. It's about your life, your goals, your vision. So take a second and really ask yourself, what does enough truly mean for you?